Hello again. Welcome to Tennis.com. I'm Peter Bodo, once again with Nick Bollettieri. Nick, today Vera Zvonareva advanced a straight sets win over Kaia Kanepi. You know, this girl for a long time was a head case, but then we saw what she did at Wimbledon, got to the final of doubles as well. What did you see today, and how do you like her chances going forward?
Well, first of all, I just talked to Vera. You know, she spends lots of time at the academy. And, you know, a lot of people think that she's meaner than a snake. Well, she may appear that way, but actually she's a tremendous girl. Today, she was the better athlete. She covered the court a lot better. The wind conditions today are havoc. But I also think Kanepi started off very, very slowly. The serve went all over the place, and the wind was a big factor for that. You know, Vera is hard to read. She's in the semis. She moves extremely well. She returns serve. You know, you never know about this.
Got good hands, right?
She's got great hands, and she's a super athlete, and she hits the ball very, very early. So you can't discount her, and I'm sure she's going to control herself. She's done much better lately, and I don't think that'll be a problem, especially the semifinals of the U.S. Open.
However, we always have the wind. These players, especially when they haven't been there a lot, they always imagine themselves playing. They imagine a U.S. Open semi or finally, they imagine perfect conditions. Obviously, the wind is going to be a factor. Give us some do's and don'ts of wind play and how it might affect the action going forward.
Well, first of all, if you look at the flags today at the U.S. Open, the flag is blowing one way, but down underneath, the balls are bouncing a different way. What you have to remember, if the balls are bouncing north and south, or the wind is going north and south, if you're with the wind with your back, you got to put lots of spin. I even heard Brad today. If you're hitting into the wind, you got to hit it flat and deep. However, your percentage shots have to become much bigger in your favor. What do I mean by that? Leave the lines alone. Don't touch the lines. If you're a little bit in trouble, hit deep down the center, but give yourself 3 or 4 feet to make an error. Players like Chris Evert and Borg would love conditions like this. They didn't bang the ball hard, but they didn't make too many errors. Also, if the wind is swirling, what you want to do is shorten your backswing and get up to the ball very quickly, but don't think that's where you're going to hit the ball from because it can make a split-second adjustment. So by cutting down on the strokes, you would have a chance. Also, don't play cute in the wind. You have to be very careful. And if you do come to the net, you have to be very careful because the ball will fluctuate the last second. If you're hitting to a person who's rushing the net, dip the ball, baby. That's what makes Nadal so tough. He dips the ball and is tough to volley against heavy spin.
Tomorrow we have Nadal going up against Fernando Verdasco. They played that fantastic Australian Open semifinal. Some put it among the best matches they've ever seen. Verdasco, we saw what he did here the other night. Comes back from 2 sets down, hits a miracle shot on match point after being down 4-1 in a breaker. How much of a chance do you give Verdasco in that match?
Well, first of all, a lot of credit goes to Gil Reyes, who spent a lot of time with him out in Vegas training physically. Because that match at the end went down who was stronger physically. And if you're stronger physically, it helps you mentally. I believe that 5-setter, Peter, it took an awful lot of it. And when you go out and play against Nadal, Nadal has improved his serve. Also, it's lefty against lefty. I believe that Nadal is able to get that ball back in play 1 or 2 more times. He also will get back a lot of my man's shots, who's trained so hard in Vegas. And you know what? Verdasco will give everything he has, but you're playing against Nadal. I don't believe he can do it. But, hey, don't count him out. He won the other night when everybody counted him out. This will be a tremendous match. Again, 2 Spaniards playing. You have to give the edge to Nadal.
And we have a real potential dogfight, it seems to me, in a Yuzhny match with Wawrinka. These are 2 guys who are not big Grand Slam contenders, haven't been there a lot, big opportunity for both. That kind of has barn burner written all over it, doesn't it?
Well, both of them will stand close to the baseline, and both of them have excellent ground strokes. You know, Yuzhny has a habit of blowing his top also. I believe when you get on the other side, Wawrinka, he's kept his temperament extremely well. You know, I'm still amazed, and I'm going to say it again, to be able to hit that backhand above his shoulder, that one-handed backhand is difficult. If the wind is blowing real hard when they play that match as is blowing today, that would hurt probably the one-handed backhand. I still give the edge to Wawrinka. If he keeps his temperament the way he is, I think he has a little better serve and he has a little better on the offensive makeup of the game. So I give a little bit advantage to him.
Well, that's the win from us on a windy day here at Flushing Meadow. This is Peter Bodo for Nick Bollettieri and Tennis.com. See you again tomorrow.